What up? What up? What up, y'all? I had on stage last night, man. It's a different animal. I know why I bomb. I want at least one person. I want at least one person before I start talking. Alright, so this is how it'll go down, right? We had Mocas, mad comedians. That shit was nuts. But I got on the list. My boy Cliff Mula was on the list. What up, Lou? And Brandon Jones was on the list. Jackson was on the list. Whatever. Now, Smokey's a legend. He's the host of the room. He does his thing. He made this rule that if y'all don't like the jokes, he said don't boo. He just said start jingling your keys. So they had this key jingling thing. And then it's a small room, but in the very center of the room, it was just this one goofy Joe Button looking nigga with the ripped jeans on that kept, like, if he didn't like anything, like, if anything wasn't on some the greatest joke of all time shit, he's shaking his keys immediately. He was kind of funny. Like, looking back on it, he was kind of funny with it. He was silly as shit. And it was kind of contagious with everybody. But that wasn't even it, though. Because it was some comics, that did their thing. He didn't shake it at all. And it wasn't like they did crazy, but I feel like if you're older, if you're known, and if you white, you get more leeway there. That's what I saw there. Nobody was saying nothing fucking. It was funny cats, but nobody wasn't saying some shit. I was like, oh shit, it wasn't nothing like that, man. You know what I mean? It was just some motherfuckers was known and some wasn't. My problem was I said, how did I open up? I opened up with the joke, I said, yo, I'm going through it. I got a broke wisdom tooth. I had to get some dental surgery done because my wisdom tooth was cracked because I eat too much ass. Everywhere I go, that hit, and it hit okay. It hit all right. And then it was, you know what I'm saying? It was straight. It was decent. I ain't get no key jingling. And then I said, I also found out I had high blood pressure. And that was right before Thanksgiving. That's like finding out you have AIDS right before spring break. They wasn't feeling the AIDS shit, but I'll talk more about that later. You know what I'm saying? So that they was shocked by that particular joke. And then I was saying, yo, I'm getting old, man. Your body start to betray you, right? Like I had a dream I was playing basketball. I was dunking on motherfuckers. I was crossing over and shit. I scored 30 points. I woke up with a torn ACL. I don't know if that went over their head. They wasn't feeling that shit. And then the jingle started to come a little bit. And then I was saying how I did my pastrami Reuben joke. I was like, yo, you're getting old. I said I realized I was getting old when I realized I really enjoyed the taste of pastrami Reuben. Because it come with Swiss cheese, Thousand Island, sauerkraut. That's elderly cuisine. It's fucking delicious. I have it every Thursday at 4 p.m. with a tapioca pudding and a yoo-hoo while watching the Golden Girls. I think Blanche is sexy as fuck. I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you what happened, bitch. I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you what happened, man. I'm telling you why I messed up. So I said that shit. The keys was jingling a little bit. They wasn't feeling that. And then, but I started singing like, so I think Blanche is sexy as fuck. And if they could bring her back to life, I would knock the dust off that ancient pussy. So I started singing, boom, 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 boom. Thank you for being a friend. And then I had him. At that point, I had him. Travel around the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I said, Blanche was sexy as fuck, man. She gave me my first erection when I was 6. I had him at that point. But then the dude, I was like, yo, man. What was I saying? After that, I was like, yo, I be doing Tinder, but chicks always be lying about their age. He started jingling it. He wouldn't even let me get through. He started jingling the keys. So when he started jingling, like, at the premise, like, he didn't even let me fucking finish. Because he probably raped something or some shit. My home started jingling at the premise. I was like, yo, women be lying about their age on Tinder and shit. I'm like, yo, I said, man, stop that shit. Come on, man, come on. So he started jingling that shit even more. Now I'm responding to his shit, and he jingling the keys way more. And then everybody started, now they saw that I was mad, so everybody started jingling their keys. So at this point, I'm like, oh, word. I say, yo, I ain't gonna give my motherfucker a chance, really, because of this nigga. And I started roasting him because he had some ripped jeans on and shit. I was like, yo, why you got your knees exposed? You looking crazy as hell. He said, well, I'm talking about a dad bitch. That's the punchline. But I was like, what did I say to him? I was like, yo, why is you... I said, well, why are you trying to talk shit with your ripped ass jeans, man? Like I said, the only reason why you got your jeans ripped at the knees is because you like it from the back. I said, you like it doggy style. So, I got just personal and dirty. And that was bad on my part. If a fight broke out, that would have been my fault. Because I was being a dick. But my thing is, if I'm on the stage trying to do my thing and y'all being rude, I got every right to be rude right back to you. But anyway, I didn't go crazy. I was trying to be humorous about it. I was like, yo, you got them ripped ass jeans. You like it from the back. You a bottom. I said, you started from the bottom, now you here. You know what I mean? Like, and then I called them slow button. You know what I mean? Like, I was roasting them, but at that point, they was jiggling their keys so much. Yo, motherfuckers couldn't really appreciate that shit. And then the crowd was really jingling keys. So I got this silencer joke where basically I say people that's heckling, they just found out they have AIDS. So that's why they talking this shit, because they nervous and they really concerned about their life. So if you heckling and jingling your keys while I'm doing my comedy, you admitting that you have AIDS. That shit didn't work either. They started jiggling their keys more, man. It was just, yo, that shit sounded like Santa Claus was coming to town, man. It was fucking jiggling and jingling, and I was just dying, nigga. But I was fighting. I didn't leave because they told me to leave. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna use the key story as a bit. I'll probably use the key story the next time I go up there. Oh, I was fighting though. I didn't like, yo, whatever, you ain't feeling me. Nah, I didn't do that shit. The DJ literally had to start playing the music. I got pulled off the stage like I was at the Apollo and they had the fucking cane and they just fucking pulled me off. So what I learned from that situation is, I think in that particular room, you said you already bombed, no sense of trying to come back. That's the dumbest shit ever. That's why you're not a comic, Rich, because you got to keep coming back. You bomb and you keep going back and you figure it out. You figure out what you did wrong and you improve upon it. I know what I did wrong. The main thing I did wrong was I let the heckler get to me. And jingling keys. You jingling my keys right now? I mean, I let the heckler get to me. That was the main mistake that I made, and I was being more angry than being funny. I was complaining. I was like, oh, words. I said, every time Connecticut niggas come up here, y'all got a problem. Like, I was being gangster, man. I was like when T-Pain was talking shit in Brooklyn and some shit like that. Like, yo, if you want to get gangster, we can get gangster, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was on that bullshit. I'm not even trying to be funny right now, James. I'm telling the story. This isn't supposed to be humorous. He said, I'm heckling you right now. You gonna let me get to you? Nah, I'm just telling y'all a story. Y'all choose to log on and watch. But anyway, so the main mistake I made was I let the heckler get to me. I was more angry than I was funny. And I should have used the room and I should have used the atmosphere. I think in that particular room, like if they don't know you, like I saw it. Like motherfuckers that they know, niggas that go there all the time, yo, they got a different respect for them. They know them. That's hometown heroes. It's like being Tom Brady and having the referees, man. You're gonna get some more leeway, you know? He said, let her laugh myself. You'll get some more leeway, but if you're not known, you gotta be perfect. You gotta strike perfectly, man. Or it's gonna be tough. Even the nigga that closed out Brooklyn Mike, he was doing good. But at one point, see, they respect Brooklyn Mike, so they're not gonna shake the keys at him, but they wasn't laughing at every single thing that he said. And he even made a dope joke about it. He's like, yo, man, y'all a tough ass crowd. He said, I'm getting sniper laughs, like in pockets, like pew, pew, pew. Like he'll say a joke and then somebody will laugh in this corner. He'll say a joke and somebody will laugh over in that corner, but everybody wouldn't laugh. Everybody wasn't really laughing collectively. The main dude that really crushed it and they laughed, like, you know, for old school cats, like Barry Ribs did his thing, yo. But to me, like, that's a handicap. Like if you're an older white guy, I'm not taking nothing from home, but as black people, we just give white people more of a pass when it comes to them doing our shit in our rooms. But old white dude like 65, 68 years old come through, what's going on? I see the sisters up in here looking thick. Oh my God, you're twerking, look at that booty. Baby, I love me some chocolate. They gonna be like, oh my God, he is so funny. He is so funny. I'm like, ugh, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, That shit was corn. Like none of the white comics that went up, was a couple that went up, and like a couple of Asian or whatever, and they was straight. I'm not taking nothing away from them now, you know what I'm saying? But we got, as Negroes, we got way with, like, we had a much shorter leash in there. Brandon killed it. Brandon did his thing. Brandon Jones was the third one to go up, and the thing is, see, Brandon peeped he peeped the heckler, like the main heckler that was out in the front. As soon as Brandon started, he immediately just started attacking the heckler. And he just broke everything that was wrong. He broke everything down that was wrong with him. You know what I mean? And he had it. He stayed for like 3 minutes, did his thing, got the fuck off. He didn't stay any longer than what he had to do. And it's a quick situation down there. You ain't trying to do no 8-9 minutes. Listen, you do your little 3, you get out. Because they got a short ass, black people got a short attention span. They got cell phones and shit. They looking at sports, you know what I mean? They on their Facebook. So you gotta catch them quick. So if anything, it teaches you how to go a little bit quicker. No, it's not about them knowing Brandon. Now Brandon had the right formula. Brandon had the right formula. As I said, if you're known, you have an easier time. I'm not saying that's the only way that you can do good is by being known there. No, you just gotta know the formula. Brandon didn't get mad. Brandon was happy. He attacked that. He attacked the nigga that was starting the most trouble, like, immediately. I attacked the nigga that was starting trouble, but I attacked the nigga that was starting trouble, but I did it too late. You understand what I'm saying? It was already done. They was already against me. I was a crybaby, basically. They was looking at me like I was a crybaby, so it didn't matter. At that point, it didn't matter what I could do. The only thing I could have did, like when I sang the Golden Girls shit, he said do 3. I did 3. I think I did 3, but I was basically heckled for like 1 minute. so I did 4 minutes of time. 2 minutes was like somewhat material. 1 minute was material. 1 minute was me trying to roast this dude. And like 2 minutes was these motherfuckers jingling keys at me. That's what it was, man. Hell yeah, I bombed. I just told you I bombed. That's how the motherfucker, I bombed bad. I bombed like a motherfucker. I bombed like crazy. But I see what it is now. If they don't want material, whatever. If they don't want my material, I can rank and I can roast all day. So fuck it, I'm gonna just pick some people out the crowd. It was like one sweet dude that was at the bar. He was kind of heckling a little bit, not me, but just in general. I could have talked about him. You know what I'm saying? It was some 3 African dudes in the back that I could have talked about. It was the main heckler, the slow buttons in the front. You know what I'm saying? I could have talked about him. You know what I mean? It was a lot of things. Like, I'm thinking back on it, and it was a lot of things I could have touched on. So it's like next time I'm gonna just use my roasting ability. Not Brandon, but James, you saw what I did. I keep bringing up Christmas night like I'm Al Bundy and shit. You saw what I did Christmas night at Butterfly when that crowd was rowdy. I just went around and I roasted everybody. But it's different when you a host and you got the microphone all the time and you got time to kind of do shit like that. You know what I mean? As opposed to you just coming off the bench, nigga, you only got 2 minutes to do what you got to do. And it's no excuses, but you have to attack it differently. And I should have came at that heckler immediately, and I should just remember that I'm just having fun. But that shit, it wasn't embarrassing, but it's like, it was somewhat embarrassing because after I was just being mad. But one of the jokes I said, Leonard Ooze liked. He's like, that was a good one, man. Fuck y'all, that was a good joke, whatever. So when it was over, I gave Leonard that because he liked some of the shit I said. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, you the only nigga that's famous, so I take your word over all these motherfuckers. So I was still angry, being mad loud, stormed off in the corner. Then Smokey got back on the mic, talking about how mad I was and shit. And then he's like, yo, we need to give him a hug. We need to go over and give this nigga a hug right now. This nigga all mad as shit. I gotta hug this nigga. So Home came over to hug me. I got a double hug. I got a double hug from Smokey and Leonard Oots at the same time. While it felt good, they had my back. I knew they was roasting me at the same time. So it was like a double-edged sword. It's like, yo, cool, these niggas is hugging me, but this is a part of the show. They fucking burying me even further. It's like, yo, I'm already in the casket under the grave. Now they throwing dirt on top of my shit. Ah, man, it was tough, but I'm gonna just attack it different. That's it. If they had the keys, though, the Christmas would have been ruined. Yo, James, that keys shit is crazy. Hey, James, I think you would do good there, James, because you real good with the improv. I can do the improv too, but I was way too confident in my material. I was way too confident, and I even thought of different ways of how to say my shit so that it's more palatable. I've been writing in my head. I've been rearranging. I don't write on paper. I mean, I write in my phone or whatever, but I've been editing my jokes to make it more palatable the next time I go out there. You know what I'm saying? But next time, you know what I'm saying, I'm more or less going to fill out the room. I'm just going to kind of gaze at a couple of people, and I'm going to just use my environment. And then once I got them, I think once you use the environment and once you got them, then from there, then you go into your material with that particular situation. Because they don't give a fuck that you're from Hartford. They don't give a fuck, you know what I mean, about your relationship or nothing. Like, they don't care about none of that shit. They want you to make fun of that nigga over there. They don't care about you. From what I was saying, they don't, nah, man. The personal shit, the personal jokes about yourself, that self-deprecating shit, that shit wasn't working. And I know it's like black folks, they don't like self-deprecating humor that much. They don't fuck with that shit. Not that heavy. I mean, Kevin Hart is very self-deprecating, but that's Kevin Hart. That's different. You know what I'm saying? You notice, like, with Dave Chappelle, like, one of his latest special, he was constantly talking about how I'm the fucking greatest comedian. I'm a funny motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? He was the opposite. He's self-deprecating, but he does it in a he's very clever with that shit. You don't see it coming until the last second, man. It makes everybody need more green, but not last night, man. They needed more roasts. Yeah, you gotta be, yeah. You're right. I think, hey Andy, man, I think I went too hard. I went too hard with the material first. It's like I knew it was gonna hit. I knew, and I feel like if I had a listening ear, if motherfuckers was actually listening to me, I think it actually would have hit. But they once I lost them, it was over, man. It was shit that I could have done, but I didn't have the mind state or the skill set to get that shit done last night. But looking back, listening to the tape, listening to the game tape, I got angry. I wasn't even trying to be funny. Even when I was mad, you know what I'm saying? I could have said shit in a funny way. You know what I mean? Even if I was mad, like a couple of the elders that was in there was like, yo, don't let them see you sweat like that, man. Or if they not fucking with you, you're gonna take that L. Just take the L. Take the L and get them the next time. So that's how I bombed. That's how I bombed there, man. But the thing that really sucks about it is that I bombed there. The person that closed out was Brooklyn Mike, and he saw me bomb there. Think Floyd at Caroline's on Broadway, January 25th through 28th. That's what's up, Think, man. That's what's up, baby. But the thing that sucks about me bombing there is that Brooklyn Mike saw me bomb, and this is the second time he's seen me, and the second time he seen me was bombing again. The first time he seen me was when I bombed at Slades. I bombed at Slades because it was mostly old black ladies there, and I got too dirty, too sexual, like too early. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I'm noticing, like, with these urban rooms, you gotta freestyle a little bit. You gotta kind of use the room with the suburban rooms. You know what I'm saying? The non-urban rooms, like they're a little bit more quiet. You know, they're gonna give it time and listen to more of your material and your reactions to your own jokes. Yeah, that's true. The crowd know written from your movements and your reactions to your own. Yeah, that's true. But by the time I started freestyling, like when I was roasting the slow buttons niggas, it was too late. It was too late. They already made my mind up. They already knew. They was done. It's just like if you having sex with a woman and she don't like you to put your finger in her butt, and you could be seducing her, she turned on and everything, and then you try to slip your finger in her booty, and she's like, no matter how cute you think she think you are or whatever, it's over. Being on that stage, it's like having sex, man, in an urban room. One wrong move, and you say, fuck the suburbans. You know what, Brandon, no, to be honest with you, man, I'm trying to get a good skill set in as many rooms as possible. And I haven't been doing urban rooms enough. I gotta start going to Terminal more. Terminal was good. Terminal was a tad more forgiving. Jackson is a nicer. Not Jackson, but Marshall. Marshall is a nicer guy. I'm not saying Smokey ain't nice, but Marshall is a lot more consoling. What's the word I'm looking for? Marshall, I've never seen Marshall say, yo, if you don't like these jokes, then just jingle the keys at the nigga. Like, I don't see Marshall doing some shit like that. So when you already put it in these motherfuckers' heads, because some people, if they just at a regular club and they don't like some shit, then they'll just be quiet. They'll just be quiet and or they'll be like, nobody really boo like that. That's just an Apollo thing because the host, or it's a culture for them to boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you don't like this shit, boo. So Smokey basically did some Apollo shit, but with the keys jingling. If you don't like the jokes, jingle the keys. Like, if you don't like the joke, just be quiet. I might get you back with the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Yeah, you know, that's like watching a movie. You know what I mean? A movie is like an hour and a half, and then you don't like the first 2 minutes, so you ain't gonna watch the whole rest of the movie. You know, give it a chance to build up. The movie Get Out started off slow and wound up being one of the greatest movies of fucking 2017, if not the greatest. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta give shit a chance, but that shit don't work in them urban rooms like that, man. Hey Phil, I'm not making no excuses. I'm telling you what happened. I'm not making excuses, man. I'm not making no excuses at all. I'm relaying the story. I'm relaying exactly why I lost. That's not no excuse. That's why. You know what I mean? Everything is, I'm giving you the reasons. I'm giving you the reasons, man. And I'm about to go back and just switch some shit up. And if that don't work, then I gotta switch it up again. And if that don't work, I'm gonna get it eventually. It ain't like I'm bombing all the time, yo. Yeah, comedy is not that forgiving at all, man. And it's shorter too. It's short. There's a shorter attention span with comedy. Comedy, when you get on stage, especially like a open mic type situation. Even last night, it's more like a showcase, but people see it as an open mic. They only expecting you to be up there for 3 minutes anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they want you to get that shit out quick, clip in a hurry. Like bam, 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 bam. That's what they want. That's what they want, man. No, I'm not blaming the urban room. I'm just saying it's a different dynamic, man. I'm just saying it's a different dynamic. I'm not blaming the room. I'm just saying different situations, man. And I think urban, they like more freestyle. They like more act out. In suburban, they like more cerebral. They like more fucking misdirection. You know what I mean? Like it's different. When I be on an act out wild shit in a suburban rooms, they don't fuck with that shit like that at all. You know what I mean? There's certain things that I do in urban rooms that don't work in suburban rooms. You know what I mean? Like they don't like the when I'm too overly loud and too overly energetic. Yeah. Then feed them off your energy after that. Yeah, exactly, man. No, but I'm not blaming the crowd though. I'm not blaming the crowd. I'm not blaming the crowd at all. I'm not blaming the crowd. Me as a comedian, I should know the type of crowd that I'm dealing with and know how to approach them accordingly. I'm not blaming the crowd. The crowd is the constant. I mean, the crowd is what's the word? I'm the variable. Yeah, the crowd always gonna be a crowd. I'm the variable. I'm the one that got to change it up to appease so they can rock with the shit. I'm not blaming the crowd. I'm not blaming the audience at all. Because if that was the case, then I'm like, fuck it, I'm never going to those types of rooms again, and I'll just only stay where I'm comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? If I thought, you know what I'm saying, one crowd was lesser or better or not as worthy as another, then I would only go to the crowd that I thought was only worthy. And nah, I want to go. I done performed in front of old ladies. I done performed in front of rich people. I done did corporate shit, man. You know what I mean? I got paid good money for more than one job. So it's like I've been through different situations, but I will admit I haven't been doing the urban scene a lot, and I wanted more. I needed that shit. I needed that shit. You know what I mean? I haven't been bombing lately, but I've been in my comfort zone though. You said eat more burgers? Hell no, man. I'm trying to eat less. No. I'm not changing my jokes at all. I'm just doing the right jokes for the right situation. You know, you should have a big enough clip where, you know what I'm saying, depending on the situation, you can attack it with something different. Like if somebody got a Kevlar vest and you can't shoot your regular bullets at the Kevlar vest, you're gonna have to shoot the Kevlar piercing bullet. So you're gonna have to shoot a grenade. So you know what I mean? You need different weapons and different things for different situations. It's like if you fucking you can't drive a lake inside of a car successfully. You know what I'm saying? Some situations is a lake, you're gonna need a boat. Some situations is the air, you're gonna need a plane. So you have to learn how to use the right situation for the right you have to have the right tools for the right situation. I'm not blaming the audience at all, and I'm not changing my material at all. I'll make it more palatable. I'll soften it up. I'll tweak some words. Oh yeah. Well, hey Phil, this is the point of me doing this video. I'm trying to go back with a plan. I'm trying to devise a plan. I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking, oh yeah, fuck bringer shows. I hate bringer shows. I just did a couple because I like, you know, I wanted to be in certain rooms or whatever, but I can't stand no goddamn bringer shows, man. At all. Can't stand it. I get it. I get the logic in it, but I feel like I've more than proven that I can hold an audience and do what I got to do. No, we don't. Hey, Brandon, it's not about us switching what we have to say, but like, say you in a certain audience and you say a certain name of a certain celebrity, and that audience isn't familiar with said celebrity. You know what I mean? You don't change the joke, but just change the name of the celebrity so that the crowd can know who you talking about. That's all I'm saying. You don't got to change the joke, but just tweak it a little bit. Tweak it a little bit. Like certain countries, like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a girlfriend and she's from India, she like curry, she gonna like the food more spicy. You understand what I'm saying? But then if you got a girlfriend that's Italian, she gonna like food that's more saucy or tomatoey or with more basil. You feel me? Like it's not about changing it. It's just about tweaking the shit. It's about, you said comics need to read. Yeah, and I didn't. Hey Davey, I didn't read the room. I didn't. Davey, I legit thought my material was gonna be good enough. I thought, because my material's been doing good in a lot of different places, but I haven't been doing my material hard body in urban rooms. And I really thought, you know, I had a pretty good show at the Funny Bone last Tuesday or whatever. They're pretty good, but that's a mixed crowd. That's not all urban. It's a different situation. It's a comedy club. It's spacious. It's different. So you get it. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more forgiving. When you in fucking Harlem and they known for jingling keys and booing motherfuckers, and part of the joy they get is seeing somebody die. I've seen the videos that Mocas and motherfuckers dying. I've seen the fucking videos. Yo, man, it's just what it is, man. Yeah, you say you the chef. You gotta deliver. Oh yeah, definitely. But see, even as a chef, you gotta know who your patrons are. You gotta know who your patrons are, man. If you a chef, right, or you know you trying to cater an event, and you cook all fucking shit with meat in it, but then you find out that everybody's a vegan, nobody gonna want your food. So you gotta kind of see, okay, is these vegans, is these vegetarians, is these gluten-free motherfuckers? You know what I mean? You gotta figure all that shit. And I didn't do it. Like I'm telling you, I was like if you ever watched the movie Chef with Jon Favreau, it's a fucking great analogy. He just had a certain way of making his dishes, and this big food critic was coming in, and like the owner of the restaurant was trying to tell him, no, we got to tweak it and make it special for this critic. We got to do a little bit extra. And he's like, no, man, I'm confident in how I do my shit all the time, blah, 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 blah. He ain't want to fucking switch it up, and eventually he quit. And so they tried to put out his food or whatever, and it was blah. But the point I'm trying to make is, sometimes you got to tweak your shit depending on, he said raises his hand. It was sometimes you got to tweak your shit depending on the audience, man. Yeah, yo, hey Juan, to be honest with you, man, it was plenty of shit within that room. There was plenty of things. Like they all the ottomans was split. Like it was just a whole bunch of shit that I could have talked about, man. You know what I mean? That I really could have went in, but I really was trying to focus on my material. And I'm not gonna roast the host. I made a mistake. I was in, I think, Brooklyn, and I tried to roast the host one time, and I wasn't that funny. You know, they wasn't fucking with it. So, and I wouldn't roast Smokey. I wouldn't do that. Not at all. I think that's taboo to fucking go out of town and try to roast somebody that's giving you a shot. Unless he roasts you. Now, he roasts me, then that's an entirely different situation. Where the fuck is my? Oh shit. That's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my apron, man. Damn. I wonder if I left it at work. No. Fuck. Yeah, but that's a different situation entirely, though, man. Much different situation. But I hope I left my fucking apron at work, man. Damn. Hope I did. Yeah, but yo, that was my story, man. I'm not making no excuses. I'm not changing my jokes. I got plenty of jokes. There's other jokes I could have used that would have been more palatable. I was going to do my big pun impression. I didn't get a chance to do that shit. I should have just opened with that shit. Marshall Brandon been telling me to open with that shit. You know what I mean? So I should have just opened with that. Did my Terrence Howard, you know what I'm saying? Just do some hacky shit that Negro audiences like, yo. That's what I should have did. I was treating them I was treating it too much like a suburban room. That's what the fucking came down to. I was trying to play hockey on a basketball court. Yep, I was trying to play hockey on a basketball court. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I'm in the gym. I'll be back. 2 weeks, I'm about to go to work though. Hashtag everybody need more green. Peace.